Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? Good. Probably not as nervous as I am. It's okay. I would like to start off by saying that when I was asked to tell my story as the current day VISTA, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, as I can be a little awkward when it comes to talking about myself, and I believe that's my military bearing. And because I cannot say for sure that I chose to be a VISTA, I will begin from a point in my life as to why I have felt this way. I was in the military during Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and from basic training to my tour in Iraq from 2008 to 2009, I carried a heavy burden in my heart. There was always speculation as to my sexual orientation, and although there was minor support, I was always followed by a trail of frustration, anger, hate, and shame. My platoon was silent about they were silent about the situation, but incredibly supportive. The rest of my unit started to treat me differently, and it was then, towards the end of my 13-month tour, that I was physically attacked by one of my NCOs. I cannot say for sure that was discrimination, but what I will say is that it was not necessary. My unit decided to do nothing about it, and because of this, I decided to try and erase any memory of my military service. I felt alone, betrayed, and abandoned by my own family. My family soon after, actually, I was homeless. My family at home did not understand PTSD. I felt too ashamed to pursue my military benefits, and my life soon after fell into a downward spiral. I continued to work in spite of being homeless, and when I could afford it, I would rent a motel room to clean up. And through perseverance, life brought me here. Sorry, I wrote down these notes. I cannot see myself anywhere but being a VISTA serving with CATCA Vet Corps at the DC Center for the LGBT community and building the center military program. Even from the first few months of my service, when traveling to my site, I could feel the cold weather soaking through my shoes. I began to feel a sense of pride in myself that I had lost a long time ago. And this is why I feel as though this opportunity chose me. Because as a proud LGBT Latino veteran, I can say that we have built the capacity to increase access to services, found a way to restore the voices of those who lost, who have served, and brought local and national partners together to fill the needs in my community. A community that continues to face many disparities, discrimination, and trauma. I would also like to take this moment to say that currently, at this point in time, trans murders are at an all-time high. Trans women of color and trans people of color especially. LGBTQ people of color also continue to face a lot of stigma within the military and the LGBT community when it comes to military service members, veterans, and their families, as well as in our community. And there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I'm glad to say that a lot of our projects include honoring a monthly LGBT veteran through the Veterans History Project and the Library of Congress, a dedicated center military working group, the first ever LGBT veterans, military service members, and families conference called Mission Engage, which will function as a one-stop shop for service members and veterans to fill out their discharge upgrades, work on their claims and benefits, as well as Know Your Rights workshops for trans military service members to know more about their rights and to pursue their benefits. I love the work that I'm doing because it is personal, because I love my community, and because we stand in the face of adversity, and it only empowers us with more motivation, hope, and pride. Thank you for letting me be part of this movement for change, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done, there's a lot of stigma that needs to be broken, and a lot of barriers that we need to break for our community. And this is my story.